Welcome to our U.S. briefing program. Today, we have some touching news about Ho King-yuen, the man who brought the joy of ice cream vans to Hong Kong. At the age of 98, he has left us, but his sweet legacy will continue to delight generations to come. From catchy tunes to beloved treats, Mr. Softee will forever be a part of the city's charm. In other news, tensions are rising in East Asia as North Korea warns of retaliation following the docking of a U.S. Navy nuclear submarine in Busan, South Korea. North Korea's Ministry of Defense has criticized the U.S., claiming it poses a serious threat to their national security. This situation highlights the ongoing military tensions in the region, especially with the backdrop of recent U.S.-South Korea military exercises. Lastly, Meta is stepping up its game in Hong Kong by launching Instagram accounts for users under 16, aiming to create a safer online environment. This new feature includes parental supervision and privacy settings, but it has sparked some debate among teens about the effectiveness of these measures. As we navigate the digital age, it's crucial for parents and children to communicate openly about online safety. Please continue watching for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports the passing of Ho King-yuen, a pioneering figure in Hong Kong's ice cream scene, who died at the age of 98. Ho, along with two friends, introduced the first Mr. Softee ice cream van to the city in 1970. Creating a cherished tradition that has delighted generations of locals and tourists alike. The iconic trucks, known for their playful rendition of The Blue Danube, became a symbol of joy in Hong Kong, often drawing long lines of eager customers. Ho's entrepreneurial spirit not only transformed the city's desert landscape but also left a lasting legacy, as the Mr. Softee brand became synonymous with sweet memories. After retiring, he moved to Perth with his family, where he was remembered not just for his business acumen but also for his kindness and support to others. Al Jazeera highlights North Korea's strong reaction to the recent docking of a U.S. Navy nuclear submarine in Busan, South Korea. The North Korean government, through its state-run KCNA news agency, expressed its readiness to take necessary actions against what it perceives as a significant threat to its national security. This incident has heightened tensions on the Korean peninsula, with North Korea accusing the U.S. of fostering an environment of confrontation. The USS Alexandria, equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles, docked for supplies and crew rest, while also facilitating military cooperation between the U.S. and South Korean forces. North Korea's warnings of potential retaliation underscore the fragile state of peace in the region, exacerbated by ongoing military exercises and the historical context of U.S.-North Korea relations. According to the Associated Press, South Korea's leading economic think tank, the Korea Development Institute, KDI, has revised its economic growth forecast downward, citing the adverse impacts of U.S. President Donald Trump's escalating tariffs. The KDI now expects a growth rate of just 1.6% for 2025, reflecting concerns over the deteriorating trade environment and ongoing political instability in South Korea. Factors such as weak domestic demand, sluggish consumer spending, and challenges in key industries, particularly outside of semiconductors, have contributed to this bleak outlook. The potential for further tariff increases on critical exports like cars and semiconductors raises alarms about the broader implications for South Korea's economy, emphasizing the growing uncertainties in the wake of Trump's trade policies. South China Morning Post reports that Meta is set to launch a new Instagram account feature specifically for users under 16 in Hong Kong and across the Asia-Pacific region. This initiative, which requires parental or guardian oversight for teen accounts, aims to enhance safety by allowing adults to monitor their children's online interactions and content consumption. Adam Mosseri, the head of Instagram, acknowledges the challenges surrounding age verification and admits that existing methods, like ID uploads and face detection, are not foolproof. With millions of teens expected to be affected by this change, reactions have been mixed. Some, like 15-year-old Clarice Poon, express skepticism about the effectiveness of parental supervision, suggesting that many teens may simply falsify their ages to bypass restrictions. Meanwhile, Dr. Adrian Low from the Hong Kong Association of Psychology emphasizes the importance of open communication between parents and children regarding online safety. According to the Associated Press, Asian stock markets experienced a downturn following President Donald Trump's announcement of a 25% tariff on all U.S. imports of steel and aluminum. The Hang Seng Index in Hong Kong fell by 0.62%, while the Shanghai Composite saw a slight dip. With markets on edge due to tariff fears, analysts predict more volatility ahead. The price of gold, often seen as a safe haven in uncertain times, surged to a record high. Trump's tariff strategy has already impacted U.S.-China trade relations, with China retaliating against U.S. goods. Experts indicate that while a negotiated compromise may be the ultimate goal, tensions are likely to escalate in the meantime, influencing market dynamics and investor confidence. In a surprising turn of events, South China Morning Post reveals that President Trump has signed an executive order advocating for a return to plastic drinking straws, arguing that their environmental impact is minimal compared to paper straws, which he claims explode under certain conditions. This order reverses a previous target set by President Biden to eliminate single-use plastics in government agencies by 2035. Trump has long criticized paper straws, stating they are ineffective and often break easily. While environmentalists have campaigned against plastic straws due to their pollution of marine environments, Trump dismisses these concerns, asserting that plastic straws do not significantly harm marine life. His administration has consistently taken steps to roll back environmental protections, reflecting a broader skepticism toward climate change initiatives. Nikkei Asia reports that U.S. President Trump is contemplating an exemption for Australia from the recently imposed 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum imports. During a conversation with Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, Trump acknowledged that Australia holds a unique trade position, as the U.S. enjoys a trade surplus with the country, largely due to Australia's significant purchases of American airplanes. Despite his earlier declaration of no exceptions for any country, Trump indicated that Australia's contributions, including its role as a supplier of critical minerals and its potential for investment through pension funds, warranted serious consideration for an exemption. Albanese highlighted the importance of Australian steel and aluminum to both nations' defense industries, noting that Australia accounts for a small percentage of U.S. imports, yet its largest steel producer, BlueScope, is a major player in the American market. According to the Associated Press, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has officially restored the name of the North Carolina military base back to Fort Bragg, reversing its previous renaming to Fort Liberty under the Biden administration's initiative to remove Confederate names from military installations. The base, originally named after Confederate General Braxton Bragg, will now honor PFC Roland L. Bragg, a World War II hero recognized for his bravery during the Battle of the Bulge. This decision reflects a shift towards honoring individuals who have shown exceptional service to the nation, as emphasized by Pentagon spokesman John Ulyott. Hegseth's announcement, made on social media, was met with enthusiasm, although the base had never fully shed its original name, as many continued to refer to it as Fort Bragg. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the screen, monster screaming. Empty smiles, their words misleading. Power games and